Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy III for the Nintendo Famicom system. I just started out the episode there by showing off what Delilah says if you go back to visit her after your expedition there in the source. She just asks about the four old men. And speaking of the four old men, let's talk with them. And that one confesses that he didn't use the teleport spell, he used an auto shroom, so he kind of cheated. And we got good sight, so we can do this. And the old men are heroes too. And we're stronger than them, but apparently they're better than us at the ladies. I don't know, you know, Fang and Tangeweenie were a couple. You know, Baby Moo and Tupelo weren't, but, well, who knows. But the old men, they'll play a part later on in the game. One thing that hasn't played a part in the game yet is our class, the Thief. But we got some Thief gear 2 episodes ago. We found defensive gear, and in the Soars last episode, we ended up getting some weapons for the Thief. So now we're going to change Tupelo into a Thief. We're going to remove all his magic and end up giving it to Tangeweenie, even though Tangeweenie can't cast it, but, you know, for the future. Because in the end, Tangeweenie and Baby Moo will be magic casters, so we can sell all this wizard gear, ain't going to be using it anymore. And we're going to equip all that thief gear. The 2 knives, we could buy boomerangs. That can make the thief a long-range fighter. Put it in the back row, because they don't suffer any accuracy penalties from the back row. And we'll give the thief, you know, like, better defense. But rather than get the boomerangs, I'm just going to equip the 2 knives that we got. The Orcalum knife is actually has a unique property. It actually drains hit points off of enemies, so it restores 1/4 of the damage that it does. So that'll help. Even though the Tupelo's not going to have like the greatest defense, it'll help him out because he'll be able to gain some hit points back from his attacks. One of the good things about the Thief armor, though, even though it's kind of weak defensively, it does give some bonus stats, so agility and strength. So he's going to be able to do some pretty good damage there. So we really want a Thief, though, in our party, because going down to Goldor's manor, remember, he's the one who loves gold and chained our ship up. He's really scared about thieves, so all the doors in his thing are going to be locked. Now, there's only one door you really need to go into. His manor is kind of small. Basically, it's 2 floors. Second floor has all the treasure on it. Well, one part of the second floor has all the treasure on it, and the other part is where he's at. And then the bottom floor has 4 locked doors. So we only need 1 magic key. So you don't really need a thief, but it's nice to have a thief to show off what the job can do. And now we finally got equipment for the thief, why not put it to use? So, unfortunately we don't have enough gear for some of the other jobs that we just recently got, but like the Viking, we'll keep that Mjolnir hammer. Eventually we'll turn it into a Viking. We can get some Viking gear here, but not really going to worry about using the Viking right now. I want to get some more use out of these jobs. So. And we got a new enemy here, 2 actually, the Annette, the fish in the front, and then we have the seahorses in the back. There are 4 types of enemies in the water here, the lakes, I mean the rivers and the ocean. So we'll end up getting them probably next episode, but we'll just show off the seahorses stats here, get the rest later. So. So you can see Tupelo gained some hit points back there because of that Orcalum knife. So, pretty handy. So, yeah, with all the bonus stats that Tupelo gets from the thief gear, he'll be able to do some pretty decent damage. So, we're going to go down and grab our chocobo here to save us a bunch of random encounters. Yeah, there's chocobo forests all over the place here, so. There's one right outside Goldor's manor too, so when we are making a return trip back, after going through the manor, we'll be able to grab another chocobo. So, yep, right there in the middle of the forest, so you can't go up there. That's because that chocobo forest is there. So let's head into Goldor's manor So first thing we're going to do is we're going to head straight up. We can press select to turn our characters, to switch to who the characters at the front of the party, or at least who we see. So I'm going to do that and put Tupelo there. That way we can take advantage of Tupelo's skill to unlock doors without using a magic key. Another good advantage that of turning Tupelo, our black wizard, into thief is now we have another melee attacker. And remember what the people in Amor said. They said Goldor is pretty strong against magic. So yeah, magic wouldn't do a lot of damage to Goldor. Doesn't really do a lot of damage to enemies in Goldor's manor too, especially Thunder. All these gold enemies are kind of resistant to Thunder. I know in the last game, Final Fantasy II, Gold was strong against Poison, and usually, Crystal Gear is strong against Lightning, or Diamond is strong against Lightning, like it was in the last game and in future games, but in here it looks like Gold is the thing, so... Yeah, so most of the enemies in here, with the exception of one, are all going to be like Gold something. So we had Gold Bears, Gold Knights, we're going to have Gold Eagles, Gold Warriors, and then we have these Nightmare Horses that are gold but don't have that in their name, so... Just melee attack them, and most of the enemies aren't bad. The only ones that are really bad are the nightmare enemies, because they can confuse you with their hit, and they can also confuse you with a spell. So you just gotta watch out for them. The unfortunate thing is they unfortunately appear in pretty large groups. So here they are, the nightmares. So yep, like I said, they can confuse you with their regular hits, and then they can also do like a snorting breath that can confuse your characters. So, and that of course is really dangerous because all our characters can hit pretty hard. I'm messing up my word there. I was gonna say can pretty hit hard, but yeah, all our characters can do a lot of damage, even to each other. So that's I guess one disadvantage of having some pretty tough physical fighters. So, but we'll just heal up with our potions, high potions too. Like I say, we don't want to have 99 in case that run over glitch happens. So, high potions will be pretty much our main source of healing now for a while, because we ain't going to be having a real dedicated white magic caster. So at the far end there, we got the wyvern claws. If we had a black belt, we could use them, but we're not going to use a black belt for a while. And we got a whole bunch of gold swords there. Gold is a pretty malleable metal, which means that it's soft and can be shaped. So it really would make a good sword. So the game realizes that, and the gold sword is a pretty terrible sword. As you can see, it doesn't even compare with the ice blade. Took our attack down, like, I think by 30 some points. So yeah, just grab all those swords, and we'll just basically sell them when we go back to Amor. So we get a ton of money for them. So yep, not practical for fighting, practical for selling and helping us fight. So we're gonna do a lot of exploration. So now we could just go to the door on the right there. That's the way we want to go. But we have to still want to see all the enemies here. So we gotta see these gold eagles here. They're a fairly easy enemy. We don't even have to worry about switching our rows. We'll be able to just take them out in 2 rounds, even from the back row. So we'll just do that. That way we don't have to switch our characters around in the menu after this fight. And then the other enemy we want to encounter here is the Gold Warrior, and they're only available on the first floor. So yeah, once you go on any of the staircases, you can't find them. So I'm just gonna go around here and show these empty rooms off, just as I'm trying to farm those Gold Warriors. So, but if you're not interested in getting the 100% bestiary, just head to the door in the upper right there. So, because these other 4 rooms all empty. But we'll just go in and see what's going on. So yeah, see, the Thief's ability lets you bypass the lock. There's a library there. You can't read any books, so it's not the Wibbly Library. And here we just have another empty room. It's a closet or something like that. And over here we're going to have like a statue. I guess Goldor's very vain. He has these statues of himself. So, his character sprite kind of looks like what's going to be the Dark Knight class that we got from the water crystal. But we don't have any Dark Knight equipment to use, so that's another class we can't really use. So yeah, most of the classes that we got from the water crystal, we don't have the equipment to use them. Like I said, we get the Viking stuff back in a more, but the Dragoon, they use spears and don't have any of them. Black Belt, yeah, we can use. We got some, you know, the claws for them. But the Dark Knight and the Evoker and the Bard, their equipment isn't available yet either. So we're gonna have to go to a different village to find that. But we ain't gonna be able to travel to a different village until we unlock the chain on the ship. So besides confronting Goldor about the Earth Crystal that he's apparently supposed to have, we also got him to get him to unchain our ship so that we can fly around the world. The Enterprise, the hybrid ship/airship. So yeah, there's gonna be no point in really sailing the world because you're getting random encounters in the ocean. So unless you're like trying to fill out the bestiary, which of course we'll do, just to show you all the enemies. But we can get them in the lake, so much nicer to just fly around the world. And now there are going to be some areas later on that where you can get into battles in the air, so you actually fight on your airship. But we're not going to be going to any of those areas. In order to get to those areas, we're going to need a different airship. So yeah, they're off limits right now. But just like the rest of the world. So we're going to finish off these gold warriors. That's the last common enemy in this area, or random encounter enemy. And then we just like head up to the second floor through this door that we've been hanging out at, and go confront Goldor. So, all right. We got a job low there for Tupelo, and head on up here. Now this looks like a dead end, but if you look in the upper left corner there, there's one of those like little dots there in the corner. So that means a secret passage. Now there's also secret passageways here, although they're not really, you can't really see them. But if you go to the bottom there, you can just walk through there. Same over here, we can walk through there, and we don't have to go around that the roundabout way and run into a bunch of random encounters. So we're going to heal ourselves up here. Actually waste a potion there against Tangeweenie, but that's okay. We have plenty of money, and we're getting plenty more money in a little bit with the all those gold swords we'll be selling. So, the crystal is mine, die! And here we fight Goldor. Like I said, magic is useless against Goldor, so we're just going to want to, you know, physically attack him. So, the capture card's acting up a little bit there, but it fixes up here, so. Alright, so Goldor basically attacks with level 2 elemental spells, single targets. So your two fastest characters are Baby Moo and Tupelo, so they're going to be basically your healers in this battle. So if somebody gets hit really hard with a thing, just have one of them throw a high potion on the character. So I'm going to have Baby Moo throw a high potion here on Tangeweenie. Sometimes you get lucky. Like right there, Baby Moo has the flame armor on, so she ain't gonna take a lot of damage when she gets hit by like a blizzard spell. Fang has the ice helmet on, so if say Goldor casts a fire spell like he did on Tangeweenie the first round on Fang wouldn't take, you know, a lot of damage. So sometimes hopefully you get lucky and he targets you with a spell that you're strong against. But otherwise, like I said, Goldor can probably take you down in 2 hits if he hits you with an element that you're not strong against. But like I said, we tend to should be able to outspeed him, especially Tupelo and Baby Moo. So, not a hard fight overall. And we take Goldor down. And a job low for Fang there. But if I can have the crystal, watch this. And he is a very sore loser. He destroys the earth crystal. Oh no! What are we gonna do? The crystal was shattered. Smash! He broke the crystal. You'll never get the crystal now. Ha ha ha! Uh-oh. He can potentially have doomed the entire world now. But he left behind a key. It's the key to Goldor's chain. It vanished when touched. The curse was lifted from the curse from Goldor's key was lifted. Alright. So now we can head back to Amor. And we're gonna have to... We don't get teleported there. But, like I said, luckily we have that chocobo farm. That we could... the choco forest, so we can just get a chocobo in. And ride back to Amor. So... And I got lucky here that the encounter ain't too bad. So it was pretty bad when I was walking through the first time. But as I'm leaving here, I was like, well, maybe they all just quit. Because they're like, well, Goldor's gone, they're not going to pay us anymore. But yeah, we got a few stragglers there. But cross the bog, head right down into the middle here in this forest, and let's grab a chocobo. And then we can head back to Amor. We can sell all those gold swords that we got, heal ourselves up, and try to talk with the townspeople to find out what we can do next. Because the world is opening up for us here, so let's go sell those swords. So, let's see all the money we make. 27,500, so basically a third of the gold that we have right now is just from those swords. So, good investment to go out of the way though to pick that stuff up. So, yeah, with all the money we have, staying at the inn here ain't gonna be a problem at all. So we spend the night, heal ourselves up, and then we'll be well rested to go explore the world, which we will be able to do in our next episode, because the ship, we touched the key, and that chain is going to be gone. But I'll show that off in the next episode, and I'll also, talk to the townspeople, because they give us some direction on where to go. So come back in our next episode where we finally explore the world. Have a good day. Bye.